All right, welcome to the Remarketing Podcast. My name is Jerome Lewis. I'm your host for today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how our structure works. The way it works is we are here and we want to talk about marketing, tech, and business leadership. We are for real estate agents, real estate investors, and real estate entrepreneurs. We have two purposes. One, this is for you, Nick, to spotlight you, your business, your service, or your product in a way that provides value to you, including market exposure and content creation. And number two, to educate and inform our audience and our listeners. All right, so I'm going to introduce our speaker today. I'm excited. I was just telling him a little bit earlier because I'm meeting him, right? This is my first time meeting him, so this is going to be an exciting podcast here. Here we go. As a top producing real estate agent, Nick Kyte and team provide global exposure, tailored marketing and custom strategies, exceptional communication and negotiations. The Kyte team specializes in selling and marketing stunning residences to connections of qualified domestic and international realtors and buyers, a network of high net worth individuals, and in an active luxury community. Staying current in an ever changing field is critical. Therefore, Nick embraces continuing education by certifying with the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing, Coldwell Banking, Coldwell Banker Global Luxury, and Smart Home certifications. Nick, I'm excited about this interview. Welcome to the podcast. Could you tell us a
Well,
little about yourself, please?
absolutely, Jerome. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And a little bit about the bio is absolutely been in real estate now. This is the 10th year for 2022. Each year brings new and exciting activities. So we're always expanding and learning new techniques and whatnot. And just excited to be here and have a little chat today about the wonderful world of real estate.
I'm excited too, man. So I'm first meeting you, and I attribute this, right? A lot of people have aversion to technology, but this is all because of technology. So I just want to throw this out there, man. I'm excited. I've been researching you, checking out your site. You got a lot of great stuff going on, man. So I want to jump
I
into the
appreciate that. Thank
questions.
you.
Yep. And the first question we
Absolutely.
have for you: what is a common myth about your field of expertise? So I want to shape that question into, let's be more specific, right? Since I know real estate, I come from the real estate investing space. So I want to know specifically about your niche, like luxury marketing. So that question is, I want to ask it again. What is a common myth about your field of expertise? So let's talk about luxury, the luxury market in real estate.
Absolutely. I think that a lot of people think it's easy. You know, the larger the home, the bigger the price tag, the easier it is to sell, and that's just not the case. Each domestic is local and has its pros and cons, just like anything. So I feel that definitely a common myth would be that it is easy to sell luxury real estate. And another point, as an add-on, would be that that realtors in the luxury market, keep every commission that they receive, which is also not the case. It's a very expensive business to be in, just like anything else. And when it's run accordingly, there are many facets of expenses that you pay and incorporate it. And so I would say that being smart with your money is essential, not just in the luxury category, but in all businesses.
In within the luxury space, is there, like, if there's one thing, is there one thing that jumps out to you specifically that you really love about this niche?
Absolutely. I think it's the storytelling, allowing buyers to who may not even be in the same state, province, or country to experience not only the residence that we're selling, but also the type of lifestyle that they can enjoy through our video marketing. I feel is a really, really unique touch to what we do, and something that I just love because each home is unique in itself, and I believe that when we're marketing it, it needs to have its own story.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. And one thing you mentioned that I'm going to harp on, because I'm always talking about this, in presentations and my own business, is you talked about video marketing. So my question to you around video marketing is, um, I know the answer, but I just want to hear your perspective. If we did not have video marketing these days, do you think your job would be harder, easier? What's your perspective? I just want to hear some perspective about the effectiveness of video marketing.
So 100% would be much harder. I believe that video marketing is essential, and anyone who's not doing it is doing a disservice to their clients. The reality is that everything is online, so having a video of any sort, no matter the quality or way it's produced, uh, I think is essential. What we do at the Kyte team and for our luxury properties is we take it to a whole nother level, and we really do customization of each of the properties that we sell. And that's something that we actually love doing, is coming up with that storyline and getting that out on a global platform. And I can tell you that the feedback, as well as buyers that we've brought in, specifically always reference our online video marketing as one of the reasons they saw the listing and wanted to see it further and ask questions about it. So I think 100%. If you're not in the video marketing realm right now, get on it.
Absolutely, 100%. So video marketing, I just love video marketing so much, right? And I never like experienced or dabbled in the luxury stuff, so I want to ask some more questions around that. And one of the questions that I have is like, I'm always pushing like video marketing, do the video, do the video, do the video. And obviously you do like high quality videos, right? You do excellent videos. And my question, or I want to get your perspective on, like, let's say you weren't in the luxury space. Do you think that video would be overkill? Do you think that it's still essential, or what's your perspective if it wasn't like luxury marketing around video?
I believe that everyone should have a luxury style of marketing, and so I think luxury is a mindset. And the clients I deal with all different types of housing and whatnot, and bringing that tailored strategy to each of those homes to showcase it in the proper light is essential, and it's not just in the luxury category.
Okay, appreciate that. I think so too. Do you think that there's ever a point where video can be overkill in terms of marketing our property?
I would say that let's say that the interior of the home is really horrendous to look at, or there are a foreclosed property that there could have been hoarders or whatnot. So I think that there is a time and place where maybe it would be overkill or do disjustice to the listing. But I would say 99% of the time that no matter what type of property it is, no matter where, having a video marketing campaign is definitely something that should be on the radar of the realtors, and it should be on the radar of the sellers when they're interviewing to see who is the best fit for selling and representing their home.
I agree a lot because and it's also not just about marketing, it's also about communication too, right? We can say and do so much with video versus writing or, just a photo. There's so much more you can accomplish and achieve when you implement video. So now I want to get on to the next question that I have for you, and it's around, so what's the most important lesson you've learned over your career in the luxury space?
So what I would say is that not all friends and family will use your services. And that is something that probably for a lot of people is really tough initially, and can be a big blow to the ego and emotions and whatnot. But I can say that it does happen, and so preparing for that is definitely something that sometimes it comes out of left field. Other times it's just presented in that manner. And it's something that's part of the business, and that you have to really have thick skin, no matter if it's a luxury property or not, as well in different businesses. But definitely, I would say that is definitely a lesson learned, and something that I do pass down to other agents and whatnot, about getting into real estate, or just in casual conversation.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I literally just shared a video talking about that. Like, not all friends and family will support you, and it's something that you have to, kind of bear through. So, in your perspective, like, what's a good way to kind of get over that they won't use you in your business?
Well, I think first is you focus on the people who value and respect you and your services, and also you just never know in this in real estate, where people's perspective is coming from, and you know what? Sometimes I've seen where clients have gone a different route. However, it wasn't successful, and they have returned or engaged our services, and then we were successful in representing them and selling their house or helping them find a property. So I don't ever burn bridges, because you just don't know in the future where that path could lead right back to you. And so I've had, I think, a client who now is my client used 5 different realtors before I was engaged to sell the house, and we did sell, and now they are repeat clients. But prior to that, it took over 4 different real estate agents and teams before they reached out and engaged our services. So you just never know.
Thank you. Next question we have is, in the luxury space, what's one piece of advice you'd give someone starting out in your position?
For
Not your
sure.
position, but you.
Yeah, there's so many, but one thing I think is really good. It would be, remaining humble and grounded. I think that in the TV aspect and entertainment, we all see the $1 million listing shows, Selling Sunset, Selling Tampa, and all these highly edited shows to fit into an hour time slot. And so I think that remaining humble, being true to who you are really, really essential in longevity in this business. And another key thing that a lot of people forget about is ensuring that there's money set aside for their taxes. I get a lot of people coming to me and saying, oh my God, I got the commission. I'm going to spend it on this. I'm going to spend it on that. But I think the aspects that we grew up with our parents saying, pay yourself first, set aside for a rainy day. I think those are still very valid in any business, as well as luxury real estate, and is something that I think people do forget, that when the compensation comes to you, there's a lot of expenses that are required to be paid, but also you can't forget about your retirement fund, as we don't have any, and your investment streams and whatnot. So taking care of that is definitely something to keep on the radar.
Thank you. You run a team, and I would like to get your perspective on. I just want to hear you talk a little bit about coaching and mentorship, the importance of that.
Absolutely. So here at Coldwell Banker First Ottawa, and I can speak to myself, is it's an open door policy. So we have a lot of experienced agents, newer agents, that have a lot of questions and want to bounce ideas off. And so I do that all the time. And it's something that comes natural, and something that I think is really important in this business, as there's just so many different avenues and ways of doing things, and models and competitors and negotiating tips, that for me, it's nice to be able to give back and really assist and help grow the younger agents, and also provide some helpful tips and maybe some information about video marketing and social media to more experienced agents, which is something that I do. I'm part of the Buffini and Company one-on-one coaching, which is largest coaching company in North America, and every year we have discussions on social media and incorporating that into your business. And I just love giving my aspects about that, and teaching fellow realtors, how easy it really is to get started.
It is pretty easy, and I want you to go a little bit like deeper on the like coaching. Like, how can someone learn more if they were interested in getting that coaching, or maybe even talking to you, having a conversation on how they could get some video integrated into their business?
Absolutely. So I'm a big believer in showing. So I have a lot of examples of what we do from a video marketing aspect across various platforms. So we start with that, and more from a coaching perspective. I guess where it comes from is that you have to understand where people are at and what their needs are. And I feel that depending on who I'm speaking with, everyone has different backgrounds, different skill sets, and I think just understanding where people are strong, but where people can improve is really important, and that's something that comes with those kind of initial discussions up front, and kind of peeling down the onion, so to say, and really getting to know someone.
In your perspective, I'm going to drive a little bit because I like coaching and I like mentorship. And to be honest, like every time I look back at a coach or a mentor that I kind of paid for, or got through some kind of adding value to some way, it's like literally leveled up my life. So I want to know from you, like from your perspective, right? Because some people are like anti-coach, anti-guru, anti-mentorship. In your perspective, like can some, not can, but I guess that's the best way that I can ask it though. Like, can you have success without a coach or a mentor?
I think defining success would be the first question, and I think someone can do anything. But if um, an aspect of any business is you don't know what you don't know, and so I'm a strong believer in always seeking out mentorship, educational opportunities, reading, podcasts. I think that no matter what business you're in, I think you can never stop learning. And I think that's kind of what's exciting about real estate, is that there's just not one way to sell a home or help buyers purchase a home. There's many, and I think that as clients, they can see who and what type of model works for them. And I think choice is a great thing, but absolutely seeking those relationships and that value add, I think pays itself off in spades.
Nice, nice. So still, I just love video marketing so much, right? So still touching on video marketing, I have students, I have coaching clients, and some people like just have this aversion or this resistance to video marketing, right? They don't want to do it, and it sounds so simple to like do it, right? But it's not so simple, if that kind of makes sense. So if you could, like in your perspective, what's like how can we get people to do this video marketing that's essential to their business? Like what's one great tip that you could give?
Is don't worry about what other people are thinking. Just start, try it, and you're going to notice of where you start and where you end are completely different, and just be okay with that. It's a learning opportunity, and don't let fear stop something that could be great, or provide a different aspect of your business that could be something that is lacking and could take you to the next level.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I want to ask you a question for me personally. Do you like teach any classes or courses around like video, like maybe in a group setting?
No, no, I don't. I do concentrate 100% on my real estate business, and then video marketing obviously is an aspect to that. But no, I don't teach, but I do give my 2 cents when asked, and I love speaking about video marketing, social media marketing. I believe it's all exciting to me, and trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't really does give my business something that is unique than to others.
Awesome, awesome. Next question I have for you. At what time of the day do you get your best work done?
For me, probably like most people, would be in the morning, but also weekends. I find that I'm the most engaged and ready to tackle the big items earlier in the morning. And then once your day starts getting busy with appointments and calls and whatnot, you kind of lose the focus on what's essential. So definitely focusing on the big things in the morning, and also key points throughout the weekend.
Okay, so I have like a personal question for you that's very relevant to the one we just answered. So, what does your morning routine look like?
So my morning routine, I normally wake up around 6 a.m. At the gym for 7, a healthy breakfast at 8, kiss my lovely daughter Adrina off to school, and into the office or engaging in the first appointment by 9. And then, depending on the day, that day can go from 9 to 10 p.m., 11 p.m., depending on negotiating, or in the chances that I'm able to make it home for dinner before the evening showings, getting home around 5:36 for a quick dinner with the family, and then either out to more showings, or a lot of the times offer presentations on properties for our listings or for our buyers.
Nice. So we're into the personal question section. Next question that I have for you is, how did you meet your significant other slash spouse?
So Lisa and I, Lisa's my wife,
Lisa.
we met at originally at a mutual friend's barbecue, and then we didn't see each other for about 5 or so months, and then we reconnected at a local gym that we both were working out with, and we had mutual friends, and we started dating pretty soon after that, and within a few short months, her family was going for a special trip to Italy, and so I decided to surprise and arrive with and surprise the family, and stayed for three months. Sorry, 3 weeks, and then in about 6 months after that, we were engaged. So that was December 20th, 2010, and we got married June 30th, 2012. So our 10-year wedding anniversary is coming up.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Next question I have for you. What is your favorite holiday movie and what does that say about
This is a tough one. I do like quite a few, but I would have to say the original Home Alone. I absolutely watch it countless times myself and with my family. It never gets old. I think what it says about me is, I guess, very protective of my close circle, family and friends. Whatever needs to get done, we will get it done. I don't let fear or people's opinions hinder that. And I think just overall, being a good spirit and doing what's right, I think are a few things that resonate with me from that movie.
Thank you. So next we're going to move on to the closing round. I got three closing questions for you, and I'm probably going to throw some more in there, right? Because I'm excited to get to know you
Sure.
and meet you. So first one I have for you is, what are three books that you would recommend to the audience and why?
Again, very difficult. There's I'd say there's three books that stand out to me. The first would be Tuesdays with Maury, by Mitch Albom. I believe that the lessons learned from that book are simple, yet I think a lot of people forget what's important in life. So I think that's a really good book to start with. I thoroughly enjoy Think and Grow Rich. The author is Napoleon Hill. I think that understanding how various types of people have arrived at what they would deem being successful, from all different types of lives, I think is really, really something to look at, and it resonates for sure. and Millionaire Mindset, which is like basically the habits and mindset behind successful millionaires. And again, I think in that book, it's just kind of understanding at a different level, setting yourself up with a foundation and building on that foundation so that you're not going too far ahead, that if something happens it crumbles back down to the foundation. So I think those three books jump out to me as three that are definitely worthwhile to read.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So my next question is I normally like to ask this question, but I need to incorporate it into all of my guests. I normally ask this question for people I just meet. So the question is, how can someone bring immediate value to your business? And you must give an answer.
If someone can bring immediate value to my business,
Yes.
I guess the first thing right off the bat would be providing a Google review. I think
You got it.
immediate. Yeah, I think that's a great one. When someone puts their name to your service and business, I think there's nothing more important than that.
Thank you. So I'm going to do that. I love Google reviews as well. I'm going to take care of you today, I promise. Right? So I'm
Wow,
going to give you
Jerome,
that.
thank
And I
you.
also, our audience and our listeners, take care of Nick with that Google review. Next question is very similar, but this time it's, how can someone bring long-term value to your business?
Uh, a referral. I think that either engaging me for their own personal services or someone that they know is definitely something that I how I run my business based on referral, and that is something that is really important to us. And so longevity is as long as the clients and the referrers feel that we have their best interests at heart and are supporting them, then I feel that that is the gift that keeps on giving.
Thank you. So we got two more questions. The next one I have for you, what's one question you wish I'd asked you and how would you have answered?
Um, maybe there's what is one thing that yeah, what is one thing that I do daily that has a huge impact on me personally and business wise?
And what is that?
You're gonna laugh. Drinking water.
Oh,
I
that's a good
think
one.
I think that it's so simple, but a lot of people forget. And I know that water brings alertness for me, and it's obviously very, very healthy to drink loads of water. And so, though it's simple, I think like most things, a lot of people don't do it or don't do it enough. And that would be something that I do each day to just be better and more alert.
I laugh, but I understand it completely, and I'm always finding to get back to drink more water, because I understand the importance of it. It sounds like minor, but it can have major impact on your life, like that we don't know about. So
Absolutely. See, I got my little bottle right here.
see, look at me. I'm slacking off. I don't have it anywhere, but yeah. So we're going to get to the final question, right? So the final question I have for you is, where can listeners find out more about you online?
Absolutely. So first off, they can go to nickkyte.com. All the information is there, and I am on pretty much all social media platforms at Nick J Kyte. That's Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. And so you can find me across all those platforms, which are easily accessible through my website, nickkyte.com.
Thank you, Nick. I really appreciate you. This has been a blast. Do you have any final closing statements before we close out?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you so much. And I think it's really important for podcasts and giving people an opportunity from all different walks of life, different cultures, and definitely different countries to be able to provide some helpful tips for your listeners. And I think that if someone can take away one thing that one thing that I said, then I think it's very successful. So I appreciate you the opportunity on having me on.
Thank you, Nick. I really appreciate it. This was exciting. Like I said, it was a blast. I got to meet you, and we did. I think this was an excellent interview. I would love to have you back, and this time when we come back in the future, I would love to talk about just straight up video marketing. I think the listeners would really appreciate that. So,
I would be more than welcome to, and that would be exciting for me too.
thank you, Nick. I appreciate you so much.
My pleasure.